Let's investigate the laws of power. They may seem scandalously frank, but you can apply them without violating any of the strictures of public morality. In fact, that's the way to get the best results.
Never eclipse your superiors. If you make them look bad, they will crush you.
Do not trust allies, but understand the utility of enemies. Friends will betray you out of envy, but the enemy whom you forgive will always feel that he has to prove his loyalty.
Keep your intentions secret. If people don't know what goal you are seeking, they cannot battle against you.
Spare your words. The powerful seldom speak.
Protect your reputation. Never tolerate or ignore any threat of a blemish to it.
Make yourself the center of attention. People judge on the basis of what they see. Use grand gestures, dramatic words, and staging to highlight yourself and draw attention.
Take credit for others' work. No one will remember those who made your success possible.
Lure your adversaries to make the first move. Be in control by acting last.
Win by deeds, not by debate. Prove that you are right by acting, not by arguing.
Shun losers. Unhappiness and bad luck are contagious. Instead, hang with winners.
Keep people dependent on you. Never teach them so much that they can get by without you or compete with you.
Seem to be honest and generous so people trust you. Then they are vulnerable and effectively in your power. Remember the story of the Trojan horse? It worked admirably well.
When you ask for help, let people know what's in it for them. Appeal to their self-interest. Do not expect altruism.
Seem to be a friend to gather intelligence. Persuade people to reveal themselves and disarm your rivals by pretending to be an ally.
When you fight, destroy your enemy entirely. Even a small spark can start a forest fire. Drown every smoldering ember.
Absent yourself to inspire awe. When you are ever present, people do not respect you. Scarce things are valuable, but do not withdraw totally. You cannot trust anyone to bring you accurate information, so be out and about enough to know what is up.
Be unpredictable to inspire fear. People will exhaust themselves trying to figure you out.
Know with whom you deal. People often pretend to be what they are not, and may nourish a slight for years until they have a chance to repay it.
Make no promises. You are your only commitment. As Washington advised, avoid entangling alliances.
Play dumb. Disarm your victims by making them feel smartest. They will shed all suspicion and fear. Thus you can manipulate them as you please.
If you are weaker than your opponent, surrender on terms that let you keep as much power as possible. Then wait until your foe makes a false step and strike unexpectedly.
Focus your strength. Pick one point and combine all your forces to converge on it.
Be courtly. The perfect courtier looks good and manages to assemble power without seeming to grasp.
Reinvent yourself. Don't be what other people try to compel you to be.
Don't get your hands dirty. Use someone else to do it and take the blame. Scapegoats have their uses.
Offer people something to trust, someone to follow. Speak inspiringly and imply great promises, but spare the specifics so no one can charge you with not performing.
Take bold, decisive action. Timidity will impede you and increase the probability of failure.
Leave nothing to chance. Plan everything to keep control.
Look as if everything you do and accomplish is easy. Amaze others by never breaking into a sweat.
Seem to give others some freedom of choice, but always make sure you're better off no matter which alternative they pick.
Pretend to offer what people have dreamed of. Never make them face the ugly truth.
Discover and exploit other people's weaknesses, insecurities, needs, or sensitivities. Inflict or relieve pain as serves your purpose.
Respect and value yourself. Other people will regard you as you regard yourself.
Never seem hurried or at loose ends. Timing is everything. Part of appearing confident is the virtue of patience.
Despise what is beyond your reach. If you seem to ignore and disdain what others covet or fear, you will seem superior, and they will be in awe.
Think what you please, but act like the crowd to gain their trust. Show your originality only to those with whom you are intimate.
Don't get emotional. Make your enemies strike in anger, opening themselves to your patient, well-planned counterattack.
Pay your own way and carry your own weight. Do not rely on the generosity of others. Make others rely on yours.
Don't try to fill the shoes of the great. Pace off on your own and move in a new direction.
Strike the shepherd to scatter the sheep. If a group is restive, look for the troublemaker. Beat that one person and you will destroy an entire movement.
Do not force people to do your will. Let them think they are following their own. Win them by guile, flattery, and craft.
Do what your enemies do. Force them to face themselves so they will not see you. You will enrage, disarm, and defeat them.
Talk about reform, but make changes slowly. People love to talk about change, but they hate to change.
Never look too perfect. It will incite other people's envy. Claim some fault so slight it is almost a virtue, but acknowledge it as a fault.
When you reach your goal, stop. Many have lost the prize by being too greedy or arrogant.
And lastly, be erratic. If you have no shape, people cannot find your center and cannot attack you. Be fluid and adjust to every circumstance.